Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Snowfall and 100 Frights.
Yeah, that is a thing. We have a joke proper, but I do want to explain this. Depending on the time in, like, the console system, or in this case, going off James' computer, yes, I own a copy of the game, don't get fussy at me, the front of the Mystic Mansion will actually change weather and even have decorations depending on the time of year.
That's so cool. Pretty interesting, all things considered. Like, I figured for a game that's mostly just taking its cues from Symphony of the Night and a Crash Bandicoot, I didn't think it would actually, go this deep into the details. So, oh, that's right, Logan, why do you have that body bag right next to you?
Rudy.
Logan?
What body bag?
The one you're sitting on, you doof!
Oh, I was wondering why well, it's a funny story you ask, James! Enthusiastically, I may add, Jordy was kidnapped.
And let me guess, you were the kidnapper?
No! Although all evidence would lead you to think that I was the red herring this episode. It actually turns out that the elaborate and convoluted explanation all led to one person who currently resides beneath my buttocks.
Well, don't just stand there. Open up the bag and let's see who it is.
Okay, I'll stand up. Please speak your name and business to the court.
Oh yeah, you might want to take off the mask as well.
And they said in high school that those drama classes would get me nowhere. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Yeah, I kidnapped Jordy. I would have gotten away with it too. If it weren't for the fact that I fucking hate you assholes.
Well, that's just blunt.
I don't know why. There's just a part of me that, because I just made a smack sound of like, what if he was like, I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you. Fred just smacks him on the cheek, and he's like,
no,
Ron.
So
Ron nuts.
But we can go. Yeah, now that we got the galoshes, now Scooby-Doo can do all sorts of things in mud.
Also, Logan, stop being an ass.
What do you mean? I think you told me to give him my all.
I told you to be more enthusiastic.
I did.
To be fair, I do love the whole currently trapped
beneath his buttocks. Well, listen.
So
what you two do on your own time is none of my business. I just want to give you a friendly reminder that he has a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, by the way, I also have this random note that Jordy left behind before she got kidnapped, that in reality she actually went out to go get some holiday cards for all the little monsters we've been coming across throughout this whole game. That's a shit ton of cards.
Yep, she has one for Caveman Johnson here. She had one for that ghosty fish thing that we just massacred earlier.
She had one for Mr. Geronimo back in the mansion.
Yeah. She is feeling that ghouly Hollywood. She's feeling the ghouly holiday spirit, that cutin.
So I guess now that we do have the freaking rain shoes, we can go ahead and go through all the tar that we previously found down in Smuggler's Cove and even actually make some progress.
Like how they just onto his model.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much the case for every single gadget/invention that Scooby is able to find, like whether it be the football helmet that lets him literally kill all the monsters, or the night armor that he has to use as a decoy.
Yeah, so right now, another part of the Smuggler's Cove that we're in, this entire place is the cannery where they get all of their canned fish.
Canned fish, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if this place is known for much else aside from Mystic Manor, or a nutty professor that invents all these random doohickeys that a Great Dane would make the most out of. And actually, it's funny you say that, Matt, because earlier we dealt with a whole scenario where we literally we had to turn on the fire sprinklers just so we can actually turn off the oven that way, that way to get a key. But in the process, it made the floor wet, and that's pretty much also treated as ice physics.
So it kind of it's kind of Metroidvania's there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, this game is, for all intents and purposes, like a 3D baby Metroidvania.
Oh, so Luigi's Mansion.
No, that's Mystery Mayhem.
But we did bring up some comparisons to that. They mentioned Castlevania at first, like, straight up.
Oh, shit, really?
Well, Symphony of the Night specific. Like all I say at the beginning is that this game could very much be best described if you put Symphony of the Night, Crash Bandicoot, and Scooby-Doo into a sandwich.
Wait a minute.
Why not?
Wait, did they reference in the game, or you guys just?
Oh,
we reference.
No, I just said
okay.
that because
I was about to say, if this is a Konami game, I'm fucking out of here. I'm just gone.
No.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Konami was like I'm trying to think like. Well, hang on just a second, because I'm trying to get up here and to the other side of this cannery. And plus, it's a little bit harder to use the helmet on the slippery floors anyway, because, you know, the slippery floors.
Oh, it's all slippery down there? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, if it's slippery down there, then it would also explain why you can't outright kill these fish enemies. I'm pretty sure we're not in the Where Are You run of the series.
No, they weren't. They were on a separate run.
Okay, well, let's just get out of here, hopefully. Away!
Do you think at any point we'll come across Scooby-Doo?
No.
So anyway, this is
he'll never be in this game.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Matt.
this is the first video I'm in for this. So, any questions?
Yep. Oh, we don't get to keep that first gag I did, but yeah. No, so I know now that that you had no experience or even the knowledge that this game existed.
Thanks. I could have mentioned that.
I'm saving you the embarrassment. So the second part that you brought up was, and then I can lead into that question is, what Scooby-Doo games have you played?
Okay, yeah.
If any.
But yes, I never knew that this game existed until literally a week ago. And I will say, like, the only Scooby-Doo game I remember playing was years and years and years ago, back in middle school and high school, when I was but a wee lad.
Yeah, I know. It's like, for people that are wondering, Parsec is kind of being, it's not like super consistent, but there are moments where when I try to do certain bits of platforming, the screen will kind of like jitter a bit, and that's messing with my platforming.
That sucks.
Alright, but anyway, yeah, I thought you just sucked at this game at first. Anyway,
I just thought you were trash. Oop!
Oh, you spawned another one! Anyway. So, years and years ago, back in my
Actually, let me try something real quick.
Right. Okay.
Keep going.
Years and years ago, back when at my orthodontist's office, they had a what was it? They had a like a few GameCubes and PlayStations and stuff like that. And, okay, now I remember what it is. The PlayStation 2 could play PlayStation 1 games, and they had a few PlayStation 1 games there to play. So one of them was Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, and I remember playing that every now and then.
It still surprises me that out of all the Japan animated Scooby-Doo movies, that's the one that gets a game adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it makes the most sense as well, considering the fact that the whole thing is supposed to be them trapped in a video game.
Yeah.
I only remember like seeing adverts for that game adaptation. Personally speaking, otherwise, like it's pretty much this and to some degree Unmasked I have the most experience with when it comes to Scooby-Doo games.
Yeah,
something tells me that you probably shouldn't have done that.
No, it's technically useful for getting that monster token, but we won't be having much use of it until we get the certain power up.
Gotcha.
Hey, at least there's a trampoline over here, and we don't have to go through that huge fucking first section again.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Where I go?
Also, pay no mind to
Stop
the
double jumping. Just let it. It will literally just land you on there. See?
Well, it's also moving, so I do have to do a jump to, like, double, yeah.
Right, we gotta get, like, close to the middle, because it definitely carries our momentum moving forward. Continue, James.
I was also going to say, since this is your first time seeing this game, pay no mind to the copious amounts of laugh tracks you'll be hearing all across the game.
I don't even have the audio on.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'll turn the audio on.
Just a little bit, like, basically, like, it reacts to certain, whoa, you're jumping on, like, on the exact treadmills to make you go super speed all the time.
I should not have turned on the audio if they use the exact same fucking jump sound for every time he jumps.
That was just for that bit because we were getting pretty frantic. It'll be better. But yes, there is like a little quick canned laugh track depending on what silly scenarios going on.
I was about to say, was that intentional?
No, don't worry. It's just panning to where we're starting.
And now we need to find as many keys we can between there and here.
By the way, I do apologize. I do love the Nostalgia Critic joke. I think it was Nostalgia Critic. The one joke that the one
He's
joke
dead,
that
everyone. Thank you, audience.
Hanna-Barbera productions are so cheap that he could actually believe like people were in the audience watching them animate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I got the first key, if nothing else.
It's a start.
Oh, there's another key down here.
Oh, wow.
yay.
Just like right there. Like you'll reach
Wow.
the next boss in no time.
Wow, like imagine getting all the way to the bottom. Imagine getting all the way there on your first try and then being told, "Oh no, you were supposed to fail the first time." to
Hey,
get
at
that
least
other
we're
key."
making progress. Unlike the
No, of
first
course we
recording.
are. We now know where we're going.
Oh yeah, did we forget to mention that the villain in this game is Tim Curry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, exactly,
again?
Curry. Yes.
Yes, again.
Also,
Fun-
and also Matt,
fun-
that one 10-minute thing we scrapped. Did we also mention that the monster tokens are completely and utterly optional?
Oh, I
They
bet.
are.
I bet. Yeah, no.
In all honesty, then at that point, Hype, now I think about it, actually may be better if we wait until we have all the gadgets to like
That's
start
probably a
doing
good
hunt.
idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
But,
Anyway, continue.
Well, let's treat them as if we would treat the Chozo artifacts.
Actually,
or the Sky Temple
yeah.
keys.
actually, I was going to say treat it like getting gems in Crash Bandicoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget all the Scooby snacks, because you're still going to need a good handful of them to make progress.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that key.
But anyway, but yeah, Tim Curry again. I will admit, Tim Curry is amazing, and he is fantastic and all that. I love his stuff. Fun fact: this would have been the third fucking time we would have had Tim Curry as a villain.
It's
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo specifically.
Yeah.
Basically, in
because-
the-
Hold on, can I please mention it?
Might as well.
The first movie, like the live-action movie, they wanted to get Tim Curry as the villain, but they replaced him with Rowan Atkinson because, and this is a true story, Tim Curry refused to be in any Scooby-Doo project that had Scrappy-Doo. Because he is such a huge Scooby-Doo fan, he absolutely despises Scrappy.
I mean, he's one of a million, that's for sure. Actually, screw million. Try it. I'd imagine there's plenty of Scooby-Doo nuts that don't care, that also hate Scrappy. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
see them again these days.
I mean, to be fair, there is a reason why the Scrappy effect exists.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little cheap, I'm not going to lie.
Ruby snacks.
Well, thankfully they're really generous.
Yeah, no, health is pretty plentiful in this game, and if you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
then...
Like, they put health immediately after you dealt with that, so...
Something tells me that wasn't intentional, but we'll take that anyway.
No, it's
take
another way I could have done, but it's fine.
Right? Crab.
It's a crab, Scooby. It's not even a monster.
You eat crabs on a regular basis.
But these crabs will try to eat me back. And that's all 4 keys.
Okay, now we can get out of here. And I guess other than that, to quickly explain, I guess what we've learned so far, Matt, is we're just trying to... I guess since we quote-unquote saved Velma last time, we're now trying to find Daphne.
Oh, we're trying to save each member, okay. Because
Aside from Shaggy, like, he's pretty much all over the place.
I will say, though, so you guys mentioned that Scooby is the only character you can play in this game. Like, okay, sure, he had the reaction there of going like, "Right, I'm scared," and he just keeps moving forward, like he's not actually scared.
It's honest. I don't think a fear thing was a big mechanic until maybe Mystery Mayhem. I remember a Scooby-Doo game where Fright actually did play a part in it somewhere.
Well, a handful of them, but in that instance, Fright was just, for all intents and purposes, a health bar.
Right. Oh, I remember my first ever Scooby-Doo game.
Which one?
It was a Scooby-Doo game for the Game Boy Color.
Oh,
It
that
was like-
that's the port for Classic Creep Keepers, which was the N64 game.
Ah.
Really? That was an N64 game on Game Boy Color?
To be fair, there are a bunch of ports and other stuff on Game Boy Color. Like, there's a perfect dark game on Game Boy Color, Logan.
Okay, but sorry, when you say port, I'm imagining like 1-to-1.
Well, no.
Ports
About as one-to-one as you can get with like N64 to Game Boy Color.
Ports back in the
Fair.
day weren't actually ports. They had the
Versions.
same name. Yeah, it's kind of like calling the GameCube and Game Boy Advance versions of was it?
Not for Bikini Bottom.
No, not that one. Series of Unfortunate Events. It's like calling those ports when they're completely
I had the
different
game.
games.
I had the Game Boy Advance version of that.
I
game.
had that. I had the Game Boy Advance version as well. Not going to lie, I loved it as a kid.
I didn't know they had a Game Boy Advance portion. Like, I only had the GameCube version.
My only complaint was that it was based on the movie, not the actual series.
But
Well, yeah, because the movie was out at that time.
Yeah, because I mean, we would never gotten a game. I mean, the GameCube version is based off of the movie as well. Here's the thing again.
Right.
I actually don't mind the movie.
Yeah, the movie's alright.
The movie was harmless.
I mean,
I think Jim Carrey was a great cast for Olaf.
Like, let's be fair.
I second that.
The Netflix series is better, but to be fair, I love this sentiment.
Look at him run. Oh.
The movie walked so the TV series could run.
Essentially,
See that? It started off with an intro. Oh, Mardillo.
Because if you look, a lot of the production design. Well, to be fair, both of them had Barry Sonnenfeld work on it. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah, that's why the production side. In fact, fun fact:
there's a monster token.
Barry Sonnenfeld originally was the director of the first movie, but he quit after the studio wanted to push Jim Carrey more than the kids, which eventually led, because the kids are the main character, not Olaf.
Yeah.
Olaf might be the most entertaining part, but the kids are the focus.
Yes.
The Baudelaires. And I love the TV show and the movie equally, honestly.
I guess that's not perfect.
Okay, again, the TV show is a little bit better. But fun fact, you know the third person Aunt Josephine, right? The third person that they stay with? You know how she had a husband, Ike, who died, and that what turned her into a, very...
Crazy boathouse lady?
Yeah. So, Ike, we just see a couple photos in the, movie. In the TV show, it's fucking Barry Sonnenfeld.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we get a whole flashback sequence with him then, or?
So there's this big flashback sequence where we see a bunch of, before they became who they were and all that. Like, we see, Uncle Monty as he's just starting out, and all that. We see Aunt Josephine when she is more adventurous with Ike. We see a lot of characters and all that. But yeah, it's pretty much just there's these flashbacks that show the history of VFD, Olaf, and what's his name? Lemony Snicket.
Right.
Gotcha.
Again, I highly suggest watching the show if you haven't. It's really good.
It's a lot of fun.
If you ever get time,
Yeah.
how about you and I just marathon the Series of Unfortunate Events show?
Actually, do you
Okay.
mind if I join in on that? Because I never technically got to finish it.
Sure thing. The ending is really good. I will admit. In fact, I'm
Is
going
it better
to say,
than the books?
in my opinion, yes. I actually like the ending better than the books because, again, the big thing about the books is
jeez.
the books are great. I love the books, but
Just take the hit. Just tank that fucking hit. You can eat a sandwich later. I'll make it your
But yeah,
I'll make it your favorite sandwich you ever liked.
But yeah, I love the books, I truly do, but the books have such an ambiguous ending that I'm just...
Okay, you got over the wall. I'm fine with that. You just got over the garden wall. You did it.
Yay.
And the fish is happy for you.
Hey,
She
you
wants to
did
give
it.
you a big hug.
He's like, why?
Fun fact about Elijah Wood.
Oh,
wow. Fun fact about Elijah Wood, by the way. He absolutely loves whenever people ask him about Over the Garden Wall.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
what-
it's a great show.
now does he like when people ask? Now does he like when people ask him about NFTs?
Wait, is he into NFTs or no?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. At least he's not.
I feel like
pushing
most of
them
the people
like
that say they're into it don't even realize what the
I
hell
don't
they're
think
getting
they
themselves
do.
into.
I
don't
think
think they do
I
either.
think it's because they're so rich and so. And
why not
have
put the
so
money
much
into this? Have a
power,
little fun
they
with
don't-
it.
They
Yeah.
don't understand. But anyway, I'm going to quote one of my favorite Arrested Development lines. Well, why don't you just go get him a banana at the supermarket? It can't be that cheap. Like, $10, right? You've never actually been to the supermarket, have you, Mom?
No, and actually, yeah, fun fact, that was actually a whole freaking Ellen DeGeneres bit I had heard about. That she had, she had, oh crap, what's the name of the guy who invented, who founded
Scoob?
What's the name of the guy who founded Microsoft?
Oh, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, thank you. She had Bill Gates on and was asking, and the whole gag, it wasn't like anything like, oh my gosh, it wasn't anything like complicated, but she just had Bill Gates on the show and was asking him how much did he think something cost. And then she would tell him how much it actually did cost, and the audience saw that as entertainment.
I mean, didn't
also
I just want to do that with Elon Musk recently?
Maybe.
I just want to real quick, that entry that I was like, that I took that trampoline, that entry with the magnifying glass,
Yes.
that's another shortcut back to Mystic Manor. However, that's a one-way shortcut.
Oh my god. Well, granted,
Sure to say first.
The only thing I can say as a benefit, which, oh my gosh, yeah, well, we're already almost at the halfway point. I forgot how short this game is. The only saving grace I can say for that is, because of how narrow that walkway is, it would pretty much be impossible. And again, there are some idiots out there. It would be nearly impossible to reach this loading zone without passing by the warp gate to activate it and thus, have a shortcut back here as well.
That is kind of
Actually,
stupid.
Come to think of it, haven't we been here before?
Oh yeah, this is technically the area where we got the double jump. However, it's a part of that area that we technically couldn't explore because we needed the galoshes in order to properly explore it.
Also, wow, this camera angle is certainly inviting.
Oh yeah, also...
Careful.
Hey, Logan. I'm going...
Yes.
Another thing about the series Unfortunate Events show. Believe it or not, a couple actors from the movie actually do appear in the show as well.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's a good thing.
Like
he isn't there.
like them actually acting, or them like or just characters that they're represented by.
No, they are actually there. Like I will what is her name? The
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Away, hey Tarman, bye town.
Quick, doggy paddle back to shore.
Back to shore, back to shore.
Anyway,
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
continue.
Don't worry. Like I mentioned before, the one saving grace is that whenever you collect Scooby Snacks, they're perma-gotten. I don't have to go back and recollect them.
that's
They're perma-eaten.
the perma
Yeah.
got. But anyway, yeah, let's see.
Okay, now we're starting to get to familiar
I keep
territory.
on saying-
the tar monster's here.
I keep on wanting to say Aunt Josephine, but it's not Aunt Josephine. It's Justice Strauss. She is played by Catherine O'Hara in the movie. Catherine O'Hara plays a different character in the
Vegetable?
show.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Although
well,
the
I'm glad that they got as many as they
Yeah,
could from it.
The actress they got for Justice Strauss though is Joan Cusack, and she is fucking perfect as Justice Strauss. Honestly, I will say,
Yeah.
most of the actors in the show are absolutely perfect for their roles. Like, not going to lie, Jim Carrey, I think
Bill!
Jim Carrey is
My friend. Oh.
Jim Carrey is amazing, but oh my God, Neil Patrick Harris as Olaf is great.
I agree.
It's also
look, we're
the,
gonna get to hitch another ride on the Pelican.
see, that's the part of the pelican you're supposed to grab, not the belly, the flippers. That's where the bones are.
Also, his chin,
Anyway.
unless he has fish in his mouth. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, no. Otherwise, I agree. Otherwise, yes. Detail to note: they are not always bulging like that.
Yep.
Common Pokemon should be ashamed of themselves.
Oh.
For
Among
many
other
To be,
things.
Trying to say
to be fair, that Pokemon does like its entire half of its body is the beak. So
Also, oh my god, I'm gonna make everyone hate me today.
How's
Why?
that?
already,
Scooby-Doo got right on that. It was like, okay, up I go. Crap, I forgot about how big the loading zones are.
So what are we missing out by avoiding that whole set piece hype?
anyway.
Oh, that's just more like that entire area was just backtracking in case you wanted to get Scooby Snacks for the area. In fact, I'll admit, part of me went back here just to show you how like interconnected like a lot of the map is. Like I showed down here, you see this boat that would have taken you to the part of the pier that was near the beginning, and that area that was back there was where I got the double jump.
Okay.
I will.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, I'll give them credit for finding a neat way to make a Metroidvania. I could see a Crash Bandicoot game having a design almost something like this, depending on how fast or how fun they make the areas themselves to traverse.
A Metroidvania Crash Bandicoot.